All right, let's just jump right in. When we look up at the night sky, we see all these points of light against this, well, sea of black. But what if the biggest discoveries, the most incredible finds, aren't in the light at all? What if they're lurking in that vast, unseen darkness between the stars? We're about to go on a hunt for the galaxy's hidden population.
And get ready for this number because it is absolutely mind-bending. The latest estimates suggest that for every single star in our galaxy, there could be 20 rogue planets wandering alone in the dark. That's not a typo. We are talking about trillions, literally trillions of unseen worlds.
So that begs a pretty huge question, right? If our galaxy is just teeming with these hidden worlds, what are they? Are they just cold, dead rocks floating through space? Or could they be something else, something more? To figure that out, we've got to become cosmic detectives.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at our main tool, a technique that uses gravity itself as a kind of cosmic lens. Then, we'll open up 3 incredible case files: the Sunless Wanderers, a potential ghost in our own solar system, and a very mysterious interstellar visitor. And finally, we'll see how we're on the verge of getting a final verdict.
Okay, so how in the world do you find something that doesn't shine? I mean, you can't just point a telescope at it and snap a picture. You have to get really clever. You have to use the fundamental laws of the universe to your advantage.
And our key technique is called gravitational microlensing. See, Einstein told us that anything with mass literally warps the fabric of space-time around it. So when some invisible planet passes perfectly in front of a distant star, its gravity acts like a lens. It bends and briefly magnifies that star's light. It's like the universe itself is giving us a tool to see the unseeable.
And here's how it works, in 3 basic steps. First, you need this perfect, super rare alignment. Second, the hidden object's gravity does its thing and bends the starlight from behind it. And third, we, down here on Earth, see a brief, telltale flash as that star gets brighter. And the cool part is, the shape and the length of that flash tells us the mass of the invisible thing that just passed by.
Okay, let's open our first case file, the Wanderers. They're also known as free-floating planets. These are worlds that got kicked out of their home systems, and now they're just drifting in eternal darkness. But here's the thing, doomed might be the wrong word. In fact, some astonishing new research suggests they could be one of the most promising places to look for life.
So you're probably asking, how could a world without a sun stay warm? Well, the answer is a 1-2 punch of gravity and pressure. If this rogue planet has a moon, the constant gravitational tug-of-war between them generates a ton of internal heat. It's called tidal heating. And as you can see here, all that internal energy can get trapped by a super thick hydrogen atmosphere, which acts like a giant planetary blanket. This to keep the surface warm enough for liquid water. All of this with no star in sight.
And just how long could a world like this stay warm? Well, take a look at this data. At pressures kind of like Earth's, a rogue moon could stay habitable for about 95 million years. Not bad. But crank that pressure up to 100 times Earth's atmosphere, and the models show it could stay habitable for over 4.3 billion years. That's almost the entire age of the Earth. Incredible.
And it gets even better. This is basically a recipe for life. Those same tides that provide the heat, they could also create wet-dry cycles on shorelines, which is a huge deal for early chemistry. The hydrogen atmosphere would naturally form ammonia, and when that ammonia dissolves in water, it creates this alkaline environment, which just so happens to be the perfect conditions for forming complex molecules like RNA. These dark worlds might actually be ideal incubators for life.
All right, from these potential living worlds out in the dark, our next case file brings the hunt way closer to home. What if there's a hidden world right here, in our own solar system? For years, astronomers have been hunting for a ghost, the mysterious, theoretical Planet 9. So the main clue comes from these small, icy bodies way out past Neptune. Their orbits are just weird. They're all clustered together, kind of pointing in the same direction. Without Planet 9, this is a massive, unexplained coincidence. But you add the gravity of a big, distant planet to the computer models, and boom, it all just clicks into place. This ghost planet is shepherding them, keeping their orbits perfectly aligned.
And look, this isn't just a hunch. A recent paper put the statistical confidence at 5 sigma. Now in science, especially in physics, a 5 sigma result is the gold standard. It's how we confirmed the Higgs boson. It basically means there's only a 1 in 3.5 million chance that this is all just random luck. The data is practically screaming that something is out there. And here is the absolute crucial point. The orbits of these little objects are unstable. They can't stay this way for billions of years. That means whatever's influencing them isn't some ancient fossil from the solar system's birth. No, it's an active, ongoing force shaping the outer solar system as we speak, right now.
Wow. Okay, our investigation has taken us from the galactic dark to a potential ghost in our own house. But this final case file, this one examines a totally different kind of hidden object. It's not something that belongs here, but an interstellar visitor. Now officially, it's just a comet. It's called 3I/Atlas. But a series of bizarre anomalies has led some to suggest it could be something, well, something much more.
So, when a researcher filed a Freedom of Information Act request with the CIA about this comet, this is the reply they got. This is what's known as the GLOMAR response. It's a legal tool where an agency says it can neither confirm nor deny that records even exist. This is not used for comets or asteroids. It is reserved for classified operations and matters of national security. So this response alone basically confirms the intelligence community is monitoring this thing.
And then there's the physics of it, which is just wild. This data is stunning. So we all know comets have tails, right? And those tails always point away from the sun, pushed by the solar wind. But 3I/Lattice was seen firing a tight, focused jet of material directly toward the sun. It's like it was fighting against the solar wind. This behavior just doesn't make any sense for a natural comet.
Its path through space is also full of these really strange coincidences. Back in 1977, its position in the sky lined up perfectly with the source of the famous WOW signal, that powerful, unexplained radio burst from space. And now, after firing those impossible sunward jets, it's on a direct course for a close flyby of Jupiter and one of its tiniest moons, Euphemia.
So here's the wild theory, the proposed technological signature. If this object wanted to drop a probe into orbit around Jupiter during its high-speed flyby, that probe would need what's called an impossible kick, a braking thrust of 66 kilometers per second. A natural comet breaking apart can't do that, but an artificial craft certainly could. The hypothesis is we need to be watching Jupiter very closely after that flyby to see if a brand new 96th moon suddenly appears.
So we have these three incredible, mind-bending possibilities. Living worlds in the dark, a ghost planet next door, and a potential alien messenger. And the best part is, these aren't just theories that are going to hang in the air forever. The verdict is coming, and it's coming soon, thanks to a new generation of amazing observatories.
The Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope is about to conduct this massive microlensing survey. It could find hundreds of Earth-mass rogue planets, giving us real data on the wanderers. At the same time, the Vera Rubin Observatory is going to map the outer solar system with such insane precision that it will either find Planet 9 or we'll have to throw the whole theory out. The answers are within our reach.
Which brings us right to our final question. We are standing on the brink of discovering a whole hidden reality in our universe. So what will it be? Will our first shocking discovery be a brand new planet in our own solar system family? A new branch of life that's been thriving out there in the dark? Or definitive proof that we are not alone? The hunt is on, and the darkness is about to give up its secrets.